What's up, Twitch? How y'all doing? So, before I start the stream, I wanted to fill you guys in on a little bit of info that could probably help you out if you own a business or a music label. So, or an LLC. Well, an LLC is a business. If you own a business, sole proprietorship, whatever you want to call it. Yeah. So, when you start working for yourself and you're not under someone's payroll, there is a chance for a lot of things to happen and a lot of attacks to happen on your person. A lot of people to question your integrity and try to put you on the spot and see who you really are before they start giving you their money. There's a lot of space for people to, excuse my French, talk shit. So I'm going to teach you guys how to defend yourself against other business entities and independent parties that like to run their mouth. And the reason they run their mouth is so that they can take the money out of your hands and put it into their hands so that they can use it to run their business and take care of themselves and feed their kids and put food on their plate. So it's selfish. Taking food off of your plate that you worked for to put on theirs. Come on now. I won't tolerate it. So, defamation. This is one of the things that those separate parties could do to you to try to ruin your business, ruin your image, and ruin your brand. Defamation refers to the act of making a false statement about an individual that causes harm to their reputation. This harm can manifest in various ways, such as lowering the individual's standing in society or damaging their personal and professional relationships. The legal definition of defamation can vary by country, but it generally involves communication that injures a third party's reputation. So, when a party publishes false or misleading information, or even maybe true information that ruins your image, information that nobody asked for, TMI, you know, is defamation. You can sue them in a court of law for damages to your company. You can sue them for a flat rate. You can sue them, you can bankrupt them if you catch them doing this. You know, making false statement about an individual that causes harm, telling lies, publishing articles about you, about things you've done that aren't true, that harm your reputation. So now that this person published an article about what you did, you know, 5, 6, 7 years ago, or posted videos, that they got through whatever means, who knows how they got these videos. And I'm gonna explain the videos part a little bit later in this video. So, defamation. False statements about an individual that causes harm to their reputation. You can sue them for this. Now, I'm going to talk about libel. As human beings in society, we're entitled to our privacy. We all have pasts. We all have a past. Not all of us had the best past. Lots of us have made mistakes and had to be corrected, and that's just life. People can make mistakes and turn their life around and start businesses and be successful. But if the people around them are constantly bringing up their past and trashing them and making them look horrible, then how are they ever going to make money and improve their living situation? Okay. Libel. A published false statement that is damaging to a person's reputation. A written defamation. Compare with slander. The action or crime of publishing a false statement about a person. A false and typically malicious statement about a person. A thing or circumstance that brings undeserved discredit on a person by misrepresentation. an admiralty and ecclesiastical law, a plaintiff's written declaration. I'm going to look up slander too while we're at it. The action or crime of making a false spoken statement damaging to a person's reputation, compared with libel. He is suing the TV network for slander, a false and malicious spoken statement. So there's proof right there that you can sue people that are doing this to you, that are bringing your name down and putting your name, rubbing your name in the mud, excuse my French, shitting on your name, taking a shit on your name, more or less. So, okay. Now, the third one, final one that I'm going to explain to you, is not a crime, but is an amendment that you can use to protect you from illegal surveillance and illegal searches by the government, by opposing parties, by whoever. The Fourth Amendment. Now, we all know the amendments. We know the right to bear arms, freedom of speech, da da da. By the way, pay attention to freedom of speech when you listen to my radio station. Make sure that you realize that that's an amendment, freedom of speech. Okay, then. So, the Fourth Amendment protects individuals from unreasonable searches and seizures, requiring law enforcement to obtain a warrant based on probable cause. Overview of the Fourth Amendment. The Fourth Amendment, part of the Bill of Rights, was introduced in 1789 and ratified in 1791. It establishes the right of individuals to be secure in their persons, houses, papers, and effects against unreasonable searches and seizures. The amendment states that no warrant shall issue but upon probable cause supported by oath or affirmation, and particularly describing the place to be searched and the persons or things to be seized. So this applies to all these people with these hidden cameras that they like to put everywhere, and even AI. Because let's face it, AI is all up in our business right now. AI is in our business. I'm not gonna lie to you. AI knows what you're doing, where you're at. AI knows everything. So it's important to not let these people, high-ranking government officials or, just uh, uh, an envious friend, stop them from taking advantage of you and being all up in your business when you're at your house with your lady. You know, key protections: protection against unreasonable searches. The Fourth Amendment prohibits law enforcement from conducting searches without a warrant or probable cause. This means that the police cannot search a person or property without a valid reason or legal authorization. Warrant requirements. For a warrant to be issued, law enforcement must demonstrate probable cause to judge or magistrate. The warrant must specify the location to be searched and the items to be seized, preventing the use of general warrants that allow broad searches. Exclusionary rule, established in the case of Weeks versus United States, 1914. This rule states that evidence obtained through violations of the Fourth Amendment cannot be used in court. This principle aims to deter law enforcement from conducting illegal searches. The Fourth Amendment was a response to the abuses of power by British authorities, particularly the use of general warrants and writs of assistance that allowed for arbitrary searches. The framers of the Constitution sought to protect citizens' privacy and property rights, reflecting the belief that every man's home is his castle. In contemporary society, the Fourth Amendment continues to evolve, especially with advancements in technology. Issues such as digital privacy, surveillance, and the use of drones have raised new questions about what constitutes a search under the amendment. The U.S. Supreme Court has addressed these issues in various landmark cases, shaping the interpretation and application of the Fourth Amendment in modern law enforcement. In summary, the Fourth Amendment is a crucial component of American constitutional law, safeguarding individual privacy and limiting government power in the realm of searches and seizures. Its principles remain relevant as society navigates the complexities of modern technology and law enforcement practices. So, more or less, the summary, what I'm trying to tell you is if you're a business owner, you own a record label, or simply just a person on this earth in the United States of America, you have to protect yourself against enemies that try to take your personal information and use it against you to take your money or hurt you or hurt your family. So that concludes my presentation. Y'all stay safe out there. Don't let nobody take advantage of you out here, bro. Get your paper, bro. Get your racks up. Feed your fam. Feed your kids. Buy your wife something nice. Don't let people take advantage of you, bro. I'm out. Streaming later.